Hello there, and welcome to Calming Anxiety with me, your host, Martin Hewlett. Hi, it's a Saturday evening, and well, it is here in the UK. So, what is today? I don't know. I can't remember. It's the 2nd of March, and lots have happened. Oh, let me just turn things down. One day, I'll do a checklist for everything that we need to do on the weekly newsletter. So, this week's newsletter, which you can have delivered into your email box if you wish. Before we get into that, though, the podcast host, Spreaker, that I use for calming anxiety, they've started a supporters bit thing. I don't know. Anyway, there's a link in today's show notes. If you benefit from the show, if you want to help support all the work that I do here, providing daily guided meditations, please join. I think it's set at €5. I think that was the easiest way to do it. Whatever that translates to. Or it could be $5. Either way, enjoy. Thank you. And your support would be greatly appreciated. It helps me with all the costs. As you know, it's a small channel. I'm a small creator, and this is what I do. So yeah, go on, subscribe, like, do all of that. This week it's about the inner critic and reframing negative thoughts. So bouncing off the back that a few weeks ago I had an incredibly positive moment for the show and for myself, having left my long-term career the previous year. And then there was I think it's almost the obligatory kickback of feeling, am I worthy of this? Will it go wrong? And the usual imposter syndrome bits. So let's give a read. Let's do it. Excuse me. There we go. Told you it's live. What's time now? 17:15 in the UK. I'm dropping it a bit early because I'm having a meal later on. Well, I always eat. Anyway. Taming the inner critic. How to reframe negative thoughts and a positive mindset. Our thoughts have a profound impact on our well-being and overall health. Just as negative self-talk can chip away at our confidence and happiness, cultivating a more positive mindset can empower us to thrive. This week, we delve into the power of reframing negative thoughts, a mindfulness practice that can transform your perspective and unlock a world of possibilities. And I bring this out in every client I see for hypnosis and just in life when I meet people, when I interact, that we all have negative thoughts, but to then try and find positives around them so that you can just have a better dialogue in your mind. I meet people when I interact that... I hope that's not coming through. Anyway, I'm just playing the live back. I'm digressing. There's the ADHD. But it is important I'm going to blush now, to think about when you have the negative thoughts, to stop them and then look for positives surrounding it and reframing how you see life. Yeah, got there in the end. Identifying the negative bias. The human brain is wired for survival, which often leads to a negativity bias. This means we tend to focus more readily on negative experiences and threats than positive ones. While this served evolutionary purposes in the past, it can create an unhealthy mental loop in modern life. And then this just takes me back to, I look at my social media feed and it's unbelievably negative. It's amazing that people can survive positively when we're constantly bombarded. And then again, let's go back to looking at the work that the Digital for Good Foundation are doing. Check them out, to empower our youth and make them safe and aware. I could talk for ages. I do talk for ages. That's why I run this channel. So the first step to reframing is recognizing your negative thought patterns. Common culprits include all or nothing thinking, that's seeing situations as all good or all bad, and with no room for nuance. Overgeneralization, drawing broad conclusions from a single event. And be aware of it, because we all do it. But when you learn to look at the positives, you really will get back on top of that one. Mental filtering, focusing solely on the negative aspects of a situation whilst ignoring the positive. And catastrophizing, jumping to the worst possible conclusion, even when unlikely. Mindfulness is your ally in reframing. Mindfulness practices like meditation and listening daily to the Calming Anxiety podcast can help you become more aware of your thoughts and emotions in the present moment, allowing you to identify negative patterns before they take hold. By observing your thoughts without judgment, you can begin to challenge their validity and reframe them in a more constructive light. Yeah, absolutely. Well, I would say that. I wrote it. 3 tips for reframing negative thoughts. Challenge the evidence. When a negative thought arises, question its accuracy. Ask yourself, is this thought truly helpful? Oh, hello, Holly. Is there any evidence to support it? Often you'll find the evidence flimsy at best. Identify the upward spiral. Why am I getting the giggles? Look for the positive aspects of the situation, however small they may seem. Did you learn something new? I'm like a 14-year-old having to read something out in class. Did you experience personal growth? Focusing on the positive aspects can create an upward spiral of positivity. And now I'm remembering times when I looked at the positive when I shouldn't have, when I was a paramedic. Talk to yourself as a friend, and this one's really important. I think self-acceptance moving forward is the most powerful thing you can do. Imagine you're speaking to a close friend who's experiencing similar negativity. What kind of words of encouragement and support would you offer them? Use that same kindness and compassion towards yourself. And that probably is the hardest, but it's unbelievably powerful. So go back to that one. Okay, talk to yourself as a friend. Remember, reframing is a skill that takes practice, daily practice with the show. Be kind to yourself as you learn and celebrate your progress, no matter how small. With constant effort, you can cultivate a more positive mindset and unlock a healthier, happier you. Extra tips: writing it down, or journaling, as the Yanks say. Write down your negative thoughts and then reframe them in a more positive light. This one is exceptional. When dealing with heartache and a broken heart, absolutely amazing way of, getting over a broken heart, which I used 2 years ago. There you go. Gratitude practice. Regularly reflect on the things you're grateful for. Chocolate. I didn't say that. I've got over chocolate, but I do like chocolate. Okay, I'm hormonal and I want some chocolate today, but I'll get over it. With urge surfing, There's a positive one on there. And positive affirmations. Repeat positive statements about yourself regularly to challenge the negative self-talk. And this one is great in the mirror. So we all have things we like about ourselves and things we don't. And heck knows, at my age, as I get more craggy, I could take myself apart in the mirror, which a lot of us do. But I now try to look at myself positively and look at the things I like about me, and I think that makes me a happier person. And also learning to smile more. I caught myself on someone else's podcast about 3 years ago and just thought, what a grumpy so-and-so. And I don't feel it. Like people say they have resting face, I think I've got resting grumpy old man face, and yet I'm so positive inside. So I make a constant effort now to show it. By incorporating mindfulness and reframing into your life, you can take control of your thoughts and cultivate a more positive outlook, fostering a healthier and happier life. So give it a go. And before I forget, on that note, for those that listen to the show regularly, you may have noticed this week there were daily extras. There was a chapter a day of an audiobook of Sherlock Holmes, A Study in Scarlet, which I've decided I'm going to be making regular things. Tomorrow, Sunday, the whole book is released on YouTube and YouTube alone. So it's about 2 hours, 50 minutes, ideal for falling asleep to. Narrated by yours truly. I'd like to put this out there. If there's a book that you would like the show to produce, but it has to be out of copyright, so I think that's 75 years, just drop it in the show notes or message me, calminganxiety@martinhewlett.co.uk. Thank you. Have a great week. Holly, have a lovely week ahead as well. Thank you for your support. Take care of yourselves. As I say, if you're stumbling across this in the days, weeks, months, years to come, please subscribe. Share it with your friends, your family. And I know it helps my show and my business, which is very frugal and making a wonderful eclectic loss at the moment. But there's no reason why this can't grow. People can't embrace mindfulness and meditation on a regular basis. I see the positive impact working as a hypnotherapist has on my clients. And I just hope you can find the same. So have a lovely week, my friends. Take care, smile in the mirror often. And as always, in everything that you think, say and feel. Oh, thank you, Holly. Everything you think, say and feel, it's simple. Be kind.